Hello, everybody, and thank you for stopping by. I'm glad you're here. And today I want to talk about dehydrating foods. Now, you may have been dehydrating for a long, long time. And I remember when I first saw food being dehydrated and it was very popular, it really piqued my interest. But there really wasn't a lot of information about dehydrating. In other words, there was plenty of people out there that were dehydrating uh, zucchini chips, banana chips. They were going out and buying bags of frozen carrots, peas, and beans, and they were dehydrating that. But there was nothing really, well, what are you doing with all this? Or how are you preparing it? Or does it taste as good as the fresh? What is the texture really like? And so I jumped in because I thought this is going to be a great way to store up a whole lot of vegetables that I do like. For instance, like broccoli, asparagus, zucchini. Now, those were my favorite vegetables. Not green beans and peas and corn is not really my favorite vegetables. It's cauliflower, broccoli, asparagus, Brussels sprouts. Those are my favorites. And they're absolutely horrible dehydrated. Absolutely horrible. I do not like zucchini. I'm dehydrated because I'm not interested in zucchini chips. I'm interested in rehydrating that zucchini and battering it in cornmeal and frying it. And it ain't good. I do not like it. I find it tough in a lot of places, and then mushy in others, and it's nothing like, that good old southern fried zucchini and cornmeal. And asparagus, when you finish with it, it looks like almost something you could thread through a needle. And it's black, and it's tough, and you can't chew it. And broccoli is even worse. So for me, it didn't work. And as I began to look at a lot more recipes, I see things like eggplant jerky. Well, I like eggplant parmesan, not eggplant jerky. And so it just didn't pan out for me, and I was thoroughly disappointed because, I couldn't afford the uh, dehydrator. And I hinted around the family because, I said Christmas will come, birthday will come, and somebody will get me one because I really can't afford it, and they did. And then I felt really bad later because it ended up in a closet and I never used it anymore because it just didn't work for what I wanted. I just, I'm not interested in dehydrating potatoes. It's I do scalloped potatoes very easily, and I guess if things got that bad and they were that expensive, I'd just grow myself some potatoes and put them somewhere, and I'd make scalloped potatoes. To me, dehydrating potatoes just, I don't know, it doesn't appeal to me. But that was my experience. So to me, dehydrating was not worth it. I don't care for the apples or the bananas, how they turn out, nor do I think dried apples, make a good pie. Now, that's just me, okay? And anybody out there that's thinking about who's never dehydrated and never really cooked with dehydrated food, I was so naive, I thought if I dehydrate a tomato, I'm going to be able to rehydrate it and have a nice fresh slice of tomato on a cheeseburger in the wintertime, fresh from the garden. Well, that's not exactly what it tasted like. It really didn't. And I was sorely disappointed. So you must remember, it is not going to have the same taste. And you may end up not liking it at all. I found that to be true with canned potatoes. I canned 90 quarts of potatoes only to find out they were horrifying to me. I could not stand the taste of them. They did not do well in mashed potatoes or potato salad, and I was stuck eating 90 quarts and fried potatoes, which I really didn't think tasted that good. So anything you do like that is going to have a completely different taste. Completely. So be prepared for that. So to me, no, dehydrating was not worth it. But there are a few things that I do dry, and I don't use a dehydrator. These are jalapenos. I just slice them about a 1/4 inch thick, put them on some parchment paper, set them on my table, and I'll leave them there for about a week, and they'll dry. And I can use a couple of these. See, I'm not looking to get this back to the same taste as it did fresh. I'm looking for this to season a dish to give it a little bit of a kick. You know, a little spice to it. And I can also turn this into a powder. I just put it in my mini chopper and just press until it just grinds it up into small little tiny pieces. Now, if I store this whole like this, and which that's what I usually do, and if I decide I want to turn it into a powder, I will take it out of the jar and just stick it in my mini chopper or grinder when I want to use it. But as I let it sit in that jar, I shake it for a couple of days to make sure that it doesn't clump together, or that it's not sticking in the sides, or it's no water in there. If I find any, I toss it, or I'll just lay it back out on the paper and let it dry out some more. But leave it out for a week or so, and you'll find it'll dry just fine. But shake your jar every so often. Another thing I like to work with is lemons or limes. The skins, the rind. Now, in the case like this, when I make a lemon tea in the morning. I may put ginger in it, and some hot water, and some lemon and honey. But the pulp is always, it's sitting there inside, and there's the rind, and I'm like, what am I going to do with it? Well, what I learned some time ago is that if I take a paring knife and scrape that pulp out, I can put it in a jar, stick it in the refrigerator, and tomorrow morning when I get up, I can put hot water in that, a little bit of ginger, or just hot water, and a little bit of honey, and I have another cup of lemon. Now, you may not want to go through that. You may tell yourself, no, that's too much. But there may come a time, because lemons are not cheap and neither are limes. And if you can get 2 uses out of it, like 2 cups of tea from this, why not? And that's what I do. And sometimes I drink mineral water, and I love mineral water with lemon. So I will take a little bit of mineral water, throw it in that cup or that container, because this is actually I'm using a ball jar. But I'll actually pour a little mineral water in there, because I love mineral water with lemon. Now they sell lemon mineral water, but it's fake. Doesn't have real lemon in it. And I'll just drink my mineral water with that. And then the rind, I just pull off the white pith on it, just the white part. And I will lay it on my countertop until it completely dries out. And it's usually dried in about 5 days. I don't have to put it out in the sun or stick it in. I just lay it on my countertop. And I usually lay it pith side down, with the rind up in the air. And I can use that again to grind it and add some black pepper to it. And I've got lemon pepper. Or I can take the rind and stick it in the cup with some hot water with some orange rind peel, and make myself a nice tea in the morning. Or like I said, grind it, add some black pepper, and I've just made lemon pepper. Well, I hope you find this helpful, and God bless.